golf course here and was gonna do a quick little live stream and show off the Water 9 again as they start pushing some dirt. But we'll go up here and take a look at the golf course. Real quick, and then we'll mosey over to the Water 9 side and take a look at kind of what they're doing. With that development. Let me punch back out a little bit here. I thought we were going to have a beautiful sunset, but it was only a real thin layer of clear sky, and then now the clouds are rolling back in again, so this is going to be quick. But look at the progress that they've made since the last time we were down here. Unbelievable what some machines can accomplish in a couple days, huh? It's absolutely gorgeous. So this is going to be a new development here on the side of the golf course. The Turkey Foot golf links. And this is a 98-year-old course, so they're going to keep the 18-hole section of the course open for the foreseeable future, and just gonna start construction on the Water 9 here. As you can see, they're pushing some dirt around. So what's going on? But just thought we would cruise around and share some footage of this. We were here a few weeks ago over at the state park, and they hadn't got quite this far, so go down here to the end of the point and turn around and look at this from the other end. Looks like we got a strong signal. But I also wanted to take a few seconds here and let you know about April 8th, the total eclipse. We did an interview with Fox 8 the other day about the eclipse. And if you're planning on seeing the eclipse, the total eclipse on April 8th, and you're planning to do it here in Cleveland, a couple things to remember. Historically, the first few weeks of April are pretty cloudy. So there's a chance of cloud cover and a chance you won't get to see it. So if you're adamant about seeing the eclipse, make sure and go somewhere where the cloud cover in the totality line, it's not supposed to be covered. And then the other issue is there's a lot of talk about like Canal Fulton, Maslin being in the line of totality. And that is the truth. Canal Fulton is in the line of totality, but the closer you are to the edge of the line, which the end of the line is about Maslin, and the center is going through Mansfield and more curving from Cleveland into Indianapolis. That is the zero line, the middle of the zero totality line. That will give you about 4 minutes of viewing. But if you're on the edge, like Canal Fulton is, you're talking seconds of seeing totality. And the difference between a total eclipse and a 90% eclipse is literally night and day. The total eclipse, it gets dark out for, if you're on the edge, Canal Fulton area, Maslin, you're only going to see seconds of that. And trust me, if you have the opportunity to see a full 4 minutes, back in 2017, we seen 1:30, and we were in one of the best spots in the United States. You definitely want to try to make it to the center of totality. So get up early, go out past Mansfield there and go north a little bit, or go to Cleveland, go to Lakewood, but you're going to have to get up real early and find a spot. But it would be worth it, because there's nothing like it that you've ever seen. And if you've seen an eclipse before and it wasn't a total eclipse, you haven't seen an eclipse. We drove to Albuquerque for the Balloon Fiesta, and in conjunction seen the 90% eclipse this past October. And it was cool, but it wasn't a total eclipse. So just want to remind that, keep everybody informed that there is a big difference, and there's a big difference on where you stand for that. So I'll put the link for the phone app. It has both an Android or iOS version, and download that. If you think you're in totality, it'll tell you. It'll also tell you how many seconds that you'll be able to view it, and it'll give a countdown with what's happening. Some different things happen with shadows and some scientific stuff that happens, and this app actually counts all that stuff down, tells you to look on the ground for what they call like a snake banding, like all the shadows look like snakes on the ground. And then certain times you can put your hand out and it looks like you have webbed hands and feet, or hands, feet too if you took your socks off, I'm sure. But a lot of cool science stuff going on, and unless you have somebody kind of telling you where to look and how to look for what's going on, you might not do that. So definitely worth paying attention to the weather, and then secondly, paying attention to where you're at, because I think a lot of people think just because they're in Ohio, they're going to be able to see it. Well, if you're not in that total eclipse line, it's not going to be the same. And if Mother Nature's not cooperating, you're not going to see it that day. So everybody thinks we're crazy. We're headed down to Texas to see the total eclipse with a couple different families. But we seen it in 17 and vowed that we would drive no matter where it was in 2024 to see it again. And so that's what we're going to do. So that's it. Just thought we would share a little video stream here of the Water 9. As they're starting the construction process here moving some dirt, cleaning some land. And if you have any questions on the eclipse, put them in and either direct message us or put them in the comments below, and we'll try to help you out and answer all we can. Definitely want to make sure everybody gets to see it and gets the best viewing experience possible. So there's the upper deck. See all the cleaning up they've done on the side there. Everything looks nice and clean. What a beautiful evening it turned out to be. We got out to Mogador, was going to shoot some property, and was a monsoon there for a little bit, but then the sun come up as we were almost back here to the office, and thought, well, we might turn around, but then the clouds started rolling back in again, so just enough to stop and do this. Everything looks good. I think that's going to do it. I'm going to jump off here and take a couple photos. Everybody have a great night, no matter what you're doing. And we will see you in the sky next time. It's Cliff at Buckeye Drone. Thanks for watching.